Flipping through the spines again, another treasure in my hand. It's the hunt that sets me free, building this whole dream you see. Going full time, day by day, let the good vibes light the way. So if you dig this kind of quest, go on and put my channel to the test. Give a thumbs up, don't be shy, hit subscribe as you float by.
Long time no see, guys. It's Michael, Dixie Flipper. Hope you guys had a good weekend. On there, I have been out camping Friday through or Saturday through Monday, and got back yesterday. So let's look how we did. Right? We did really good this week, our weekend, on there, which I am really surprised. On there, I have 24 orders going out. Oh, I'll be right back. Remember. Okay, I'm back. I had to take the orders out so the mailman could pick them up for me. So yeah, so this week been pretty good. We're going to do just from the beginning of the month until now, just because there's been a lot of things going on. I'm not sure where I left off on the last video, so we'll just do that. So right now, the Dixie Flipper account has brought in $1,026.84. Dixie Cards brought in $10.92, and Dixie Post brought in $20.27. So total income between three stores is $1,058.03. My cost of sale, so cost of inventory, cost of the listing platforms, shipping fees, all that, came out to be $721.54 on that side, which isn't bad. On there, so my gross profit was $336.49. Other expenses, so store fees, office supplies, storage, subscriptions, I have one I'm gonna have to fix that. But they came out to be with that, it was $434.03. So I'm still in the negative by $97.54 because everything came out, but I am working towards getting that done. I'm going to put you guys on a brief hold. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I figured out what was going on. So there was some bank transfers, some money, meaning I transferred money from my eBay account into my checking, and then either transferred it into savings on that and just never did it. So it kind of skewed up my profit and loss statement here a little bit, but it's still $97.54 that we're in the negative still on that side, paying those subscription fees back and all that. So that isn't bad. I mean, I'm looking at my dashboard through my real reseller Genie, which I highly recommend for anyone for the year. And I have started off in actually a really good state, being the 15th of the month. So I'm good with that on that side. Let me just kind of see what's going on here. So it looks like 41% of my items within the last 30 days have sold, which is great of listing. So I've listed, and within that 30 days of profit of what I sold, 41% of that is there, and my 200 plus items are only counting for about 6% of my sales, which is awesome. Of course, my Dixie Flipper store is 86% of the profit. Dixie Post is second with 9.51%. Then Dixie Cards is at 3% on there. I am running a profit of 37% right now, which isn't where I want to be. I want to be more towards the 40%, but I am doing a lot more volume on there. So we'll get that back up where it needs to be here soon. So yeah, so on that side. All right, so that's all of my numbers. Oh, what hit my bank account? What actually hit it? Gave me money this week. That's the number that we are all wanting to know, right? What might because I'm doing weekly deposits instead of monthly deposits on there. So let's pull up my account. So okay, so I had $201.50 from my main store that got deposited. Then 1065 from my Dixie Post, I believe that it came from, and just checking to make sure that was it. Okay, yeah, that was it. So those two Dixie cards, I had paid 74 cents just because Post came. So together, I brought in $212.15 in there. I put aside 120 for business expenses, as well as anything that subscription fees, anything coming out that way. I kept $30 there for if I want to go and get some more inventory. Other than that, it just stays there. I was able to put $80 into my own personal account, for the family, which I am really excited about on there. And there's my lovely wife. Hi, Jennifer. Hi. But I'm really happy because last week I was only able to put 50, so I am growing that, going into help the family out. So that is what my scoreboard is, as John from Flipping Ain't Easy always says. We make a pretty, we're getting there. We're getting the deposits up. We're getting the money coming in, and that's all I really care about because it helps support my family and me. So, just a little talk about how things are going. So the camping always, in my experience, have always taught me lessons. I always tell my wife when we go camping, it isn't a camping trip unless A, something breaks, or B, we forgot something that we absolutely needed at home. This time we got both of those. We got about a little more halfway to the campsite and realized that we didn't bring any bedding. My father-in-law allowed us to use his trailer, which I am grateful. So Eric, if you're listening, thank you so much for us being able to use that pop-up. But we got to Cedar City and we realized we didn't have any bedding. We had blankets, sleeping bags, whatever. We totally spaced it. So we had to go to Walmart and buy some sleeping bags and a blanket for me and my wife. So we got those. Got up to camp. Excuse me. Checked everything and set everything up and checked. And I drive a Dodge Durango. Now, if anyone Dodges they pull great, but they tend to want to overheat really easily. I barely put in a new engine in that. Probably a couple months ago, or maybe a year or two ago. So I'm a little more cautious when I see that temperature gauge goes up because what failed on the old one was a head gasket, and then it had to be replaced. So I was checking there. I went to open up I let it cool down first. I went to open up the next day the coolant cap, because in this one it doesn't have a traditional radiator cap. You fill everything from the reservoir. So that reservoir is a pressurized system, part of the pressurized system. So I went to go and open it, and I hear a snap, and I lift it up, and the top part of the radiator cap came up. The bottom part that actually seals it stayed in the tank. Now, I always think, oh, it's a $40 part. Oh, it's a $10 part. Oh, it's well, this is a $40 part. And what I realized then is that $40 part really comes important when you really need one. Because without that cap being sealed, I could drive it, but I couldn't drive it very long, and I could be risking damaging the engine, which would then take the warranty off of it that's on there from Chrysler. So, bye, love ya. So I had a choice. I could sit there, wallow in my pity, do absolutely nothing, or what? Well, any of you fathers know, you're the dad. You can't sit there and wallow in your pity. You have to get things on. I have my father-in-law's trailer up there. I have my family up there. I need to make sure I can get us home on Monday. So I was able to pop the rest of this stuff out of the reservoir. I got that cleaned up, but I still need to go down to the Cedar to get a new cap and some coolant. Well, luckily we were camping with friends, and they were able to give me a ride down, pick it up, and come back, and it worked great. Actually, I think part of the issue that we were having with that car with the coolant is that the old radiator cap probably had a leak or something that wasn't sealing all the way enough that it wouldn't trip any check engine lights or anything, but enough that it still wasn't operating at its top. So we got in, and we could come home the next day. So what did this teach me about my business, about my reselling life? I can't let a $40 issue go, allow me to get stopped. If it's something petty like that, get it done. Think how you need to take care of it and move forward. All of us have those $40 parts that break, and we go, "Oh, it's the end of the world. What do I do?" No, if it's something that you can work around it. If it's something that you have the finances to take care of and get a new one, get a new one. Because every minute we sit there and go, "Oh, woe me," is a minute that we can't do anything. It's not productive. It's not working. You only have so much time in a day. So don't let a $40 cap ruin your day. Second point, we have friends around. If you have an issue, if you have a problem that pops up, if you have that $40 part issue, reach out to a friend. I don't care if they're part of the reselling community. Reach out to your mom, reach out to your dad, reach out to a neighbor, reach out and ask for help, because people are there to help you. So that's my spiel today. That's what I have to say. Don't let a $40 part ruin your day, and ask for help. Other than that, you guys have a great day. I'm going to get back on these daily, so I'll see you tomorrow morning, and take care. Bye. All right, so this is what I want to show you. I went shopping the other day on here. So I got these CDs on there. Most of them I got from a thrift store here in town, and I'm not going to tell you what that is in St. George. But these are, I got some Billy Ray Cyrus, Ollie Green Greatest Hits, some sealed stuff, some Santa Baby Romantic Christmas music. Here, Janice Jackson, Rainbow Nation. But I got these from two thrift stores on there. One stack was $8, the other one was $16. So on that side, so that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be looking at and looking for to fill my store. Pardon the mess. Here's my donation bin that I'm going through. Here's the bins that will be go through on that side. I just went through all my cassette tapes, going to relist these using List Easier on there. There's some good stuff, some random stuff here. Yeah, $1 million memories. Yeah, okay. Some DVDs, and that even these are I got like a whole box load of this stuff here. There we go. I'm gonna pull you out. There we go. So some tees, golf tees, brand new and packed. They won't go for a lot, but I got them for absolutely nothing on that. Then patterns, some patterns and that I need to go through on there. Here's some more VHS tapes. So here is what it looks. I haven't brought you guys back here lately. So those 10 bins came from that shelving. I will be moving everything over. So tight corner here, but here's some more of that. And then there's that. So this is eventually what the store itself will look like on there. And you can see some of these are leaning forward. That means I've sold stuff out, so I have to push that back and I can put another DVD. Here's my cards, some 45s, and then of course another stack, and then stack here, down there, and that. My Dixie Post, these are comics on there. Now this will change eventually. I'll put another shelving, maybe not as tall, right here, and get those to go through. So I mean, one more. All right, so that's the plan. I'm still working on it, but I am almost done with that part, which is great. And then we'll just keep working forward. So my plan today, after I get this video posted, is to move everything up to that point, creating space behind. Also, I'm going to consolidate as I go. So therefore, it gets two things done at once. Other than that, guys, I just wanted to show you a little bit more. You guys have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye.
This is the good stuff. Flipping through the spines of history, lost inside a dusty mystery. Found a mint condition dream, a perfect centerpiece for the stream. Yeah, I'm curating the collection now, making this my livelihood somehow. Every disc and record has its place, with a full-time smile right on my face.